let's stay in the NFC East. Let's talk about the team that made it to the NFC Championship game, the All NFC East Championship game. That is the Washington Commanders. Of course, they've got the offensive rookie of the year in Jaden Daniels. He had maybe the best season for rookie quarterback ever. Had them close to a Super Bowl, and now they're adding another weapon to the offense. Mr. Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel had a choice to choose between the teams he went to. It was either Washington or go to Houston with CJ Stroud and the Texans over there. He had relationships with both. I think he knew the GM of the Commanders, and of course, D'Amico Ryans used to be one of the coaches over there in San Francisco. The Commanders only gave up a fifth rounder. I mean, when I first saw it, I was shocked, not because of like obviously what a player that Deebo used to be. He's not that anymore. It's kind of wild to see what his actual value is. That's what was actually more shocking to me, more than the actual fifth rounder. For this, I think I mean it's a chance you take if you're Washington. I mean, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I mean, you have a lot to build off on from last year. I do think there will be a drop. I do think that it's going to be interesting to see how Jaden Daniels reacts to an entire year of defenses having film on them with expectations for them now. There was no expectations for the Commanders last season. Nobody had them winning 12 games and be like 60 minutes away from the Super Bowl. So it's going to be expectations now. Can they bounce back from that? You know, can Cliff Kingsbury continue to call great plays, you know, and things like that. But I think it's a good addition for them. I don't know how much more Deebo has left in the tank, but when it's just a fifth rounder, you're good. And then for San Francisco got so many weapons. And the one thing that would raise my antennas a little bit if I was Washington, if you got an offensive guru like Kyle Shanahan saying, you know what, I'm straight on Deebo Samuel, that would concern me a little bit. And that's for anybody who goes out there and trades for Cooper Kupp or signs Cooper Kupp as well. If Sean McVay said, you know, we can let this nigga walk. Like I will probably be like, what do you know that I don't know? But I think it's a good addition for Washington. It could be a great addition if Deebo has the one to tank. Courtney, what you think about this deal?
I think it's great for Washington. It's a great, and also I really don't think it's that high. I know that they were saying that maybe he would go for like a sixth or a seventh round. Oh, it's again going back to what we said earlier, an overpay. I don't agree with that at all. You don't know if that fifth round pick would pan out. You don't know any of that. I know people say that, oh, the real draft success, you can tell the measure of a team based off of how they draft in the fourth and the fifth and the sixth. Man, I'm not trying to hear that. Deebo Samuel was at one point a premium wide receiver, and I still think he can be. It's incredible what a change in environment can do for a player and how it can reinvigorate them. Also, I know that he had a lot of issues with how San Francisco wanted him to play. If you're Washington, I mean, shit. I don't think it's a bad deal. I feel, you know what it kind of reminds me of? It is worth the risk. I agree. It reminds me of Stephon Diggs to the Texans. People were like, that was a huge deal. People were like, oh, well, the Texans might be contenders now. I don't think it maybe moves the needle that much. Right. Maybe like 3 years ago, Deebo Samuel, I would have been like, oh yeah, that's an elite move. But for right now, it's a gamble. And I think it's 100% worth it. I like the move. Scary Terry and
Deebo,
yeah.
Speed on that. Bang, what you think about this deal? Is your DC homies, they like this? Have you heard from them about this?
Ooh, let me go up in the chat real quick because I did see them say a couple of joints, a couple of things. Hold on. While I'm looking up this, I like the move. Fifth round pick, low risk, high reward here. All right, I'm gonna read this from my homie Rick Chill. Shouts out to Rick Chill. Rick Chill is on Magic 102.3 and 92.7, the real sound of the DMV. Rick says, doesn't really run great routes, but is extremely dangerous in the open field. Can use them like they want to use Curtis Samuel in the Riviera era. Can put him in the backfield, slot or edge. He's a Swiss Army knife, has enough strength to break tackles on strings and enough to carry a house on him. $20 million per. Got to redo Terry, and we're definitely in line to draft. We're definitely drafting line and running back. Outside of that, the only thing that they was talking about is him wearing different clothes. because he be dressing a little sassy. If you have not seen his wear, that's how that goes.
Not
That's
in
how that
Harlem.
text trailer. I like the move because I like Deebo. When healthy, I think Deebo is one of the better utilized players in the NFL. But when you look at how they use the running back position, particularly, like when you look at how they use Brian Robinson, when you look at Austin Eckler, when you see somebody like Deebo and you get to use them in the way that they can, I think that this is going to be big for them if he stays healthy. He's going to be exactly what Jaden Daniels need. Don't forget about Zach Ertz too.
Yeah.
So this
But
is
see, even
just
with
another one.
Ertz, like that's part of the reason why I think the Commanders might fall off a little bit. Like, how much left does Ertz have in the tank? Him and Austin Eckler. Like, was last year the last kind of, when your iPhone battery is like on 10%, you're like, oh, I might be able to get home with this.
I'm with you. I agree. I just think Deebo extends that battery life a little bit. Deebo Samuel is that charger that got a little short in it. But if you
all you gotta do is just move it, maybe set
that
the
right.
phone down.
Yeah, that happened to my charger. It lasted 2 more weeks before I had to replace it.
Yeah, so I think he extends that a little bit, and that's still not saying what you're gonna do in the draft, as well. But to me, the one person this helps out the most, Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Yep.
You thought you couldn't double him then?
Really
you can't double him now.
And even them doubles ain't work. Scary Terry knows how to. He's a great route runner, and he knows how to make some big time catches. I was a Scary Terry fan before last year. I kept telling people like, "Yo, this dude."
Me too.
Before the Bears got DJ Moore, he was very high on my list.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, man, good move for them.
So cool. Triple double hat trick, I know the code too. Ice trade, go for trade, yeah we cold too. Getting paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line.